Are you tired of being triggered? Do you want to know what to do to stop the cycle of triggering? First, you have to figure out what exactly happens when you're triggered. What is triggered? Why is it triggered? How is it triggered? And what happens to you as a being when this happens? The simple answer is that pain is triggered. Pain inside of you is triggered. So what does that mean? What is this thing called pain? If a surgeon cut you open and looked inside of your body, would you find a solid thing and say, oh, the pain, there it is, it's the pain? No, the pain it exists in what you call the subtle form. It is a subtle being or an energy being. It's not a physical being. It does become physical, though. It does affect your body and create things in your body, but that's different. But the pain, nevertheless, is inside of you. It is a mass or a body. It's an entity like a tumor, but in an energetic form, on the energetic level of your being, in your energy body, in your energy being. So that if an energy surgeon, an energy master were to come and cut open your energy body, they would see the energy mass, the energy body. So this pain now is what Eckhart Tolle refers to as a pain body. It is an accumulated mass of pain. Where did it come from? It is a condensed form of emotion. So when you feel hurt, when you feel fear, anger, frustration, abandonment, betrayal, you feel it and it doesn't just go away. Unless you experience it and you process it and you release it, sure, it goes away. But when you're going through pain, through your emotions during a sense of trauma, during a moment of weakness where you feel alone, where you feel incapable, you don't fully process this thing, this wave that is passing through you. So instead of an emotion rising up and being dealt with and being released, the energy of the emotion is held. And then you hold on to more the next time it happens. And then you hold on to more the next time it happens. And like creating an onion by putting on layers of that accumulated, unprocessed emotion, you create this energy mass called the pain body. And it dwells inside of your being, but not on the layer of the physical, on the layer of your energy being. So your spirit, your soul, your chi, your chakras, the energy part of your being, now has clumps in it. And that clump is unprocessed pain, unprocessed emotional pain. And it's dwelling inside of you. The thing with this being, remember it's an energy being. If I told you that you had a worm in your gut, that's a physical thing. That worm needs to eat physical food. If I told you that you had a cancerous cell, that cell needs to eat another physical part of your body. That's how the physical works. But here I'm telling you that you have an energy being, an energy creature inside of you. And it's not just sitting there. It needs to feed. And what it's going to do is it's going to feed on your energy. How's it going to do that? Is it going to put a straw in you and drink like that episode in Star Trek? Not exactly, but it knows how to get energy from you. Your nature in this world, when you came from the realm of consciousness, from the realm of spirit, and you came to this world, you came first as energy. And your energy manifests your physical body. You create your physical world. But you exist first as energy. And that energy can be tapped. And your pain body, that body of pain, that parasite inside of your being, knows how to tap that energy. What it will do is it will get energy by generating emotions. And it will get that energy, because emotions are energy. It will trigger the emotions through thoughts, because thoughts are also energy. So it's like poking holes in a bucket of water and letting the water leak out. The pain body is trying to get you to leak or hemorrhage your energy to it, to feed it, to keep it alive. In order to do this, it has to stimulate an emotion inside of you. So it will either there's two ways to do that, which are kind of the same thing, but two aspects to it. It can get you to start thinking thoughts that will start fueling emotions, that will start sucking your energy towards it to keep it alive. So you start saying, oh, I'm unworthy. Oh, I will never figure this out. Oh, how did I get into this mess? What's wrong with me? Why doesn't anybody love me? Whatever you start thinking, you're going to start thinking it until it builds. Have you ever realized that first it starts as a thought, and then it becomes a heated thought, then it becomes heat in your head, then it becomes an emotion, then it becomes, you suck. It becomes an emotion. And that release of energy is what is feeding this buildup of historical pain inside of you. One way to do it is to trigger it through thought, your own thoughts, to trigger your own emotions. Another way of doing it is to get another person to trigger you. It's the same process because your energy is feeding off of your emotion. The pain body, your pain body is feeding off of your emotion. And it will do anything to trigger that emotion inside of you. Think of it as being possessed by somebody who only wants to feed on one thing, and they're compelling you to go looking for that thing. So without you knowing it, you are going to walk into situations. You're going to have conversations with people. You're going to watch things on television. You're going to bump into random strangers that are going to do or say things that are going to trigger an emotional response. And the emotional response will be of the specific flavor of what your pain body wants to receive. So what does that mean? Let's say your pain body, it doesn't like the governmental control, big governments, government conspiracy, shadow governments, that kind of stuff, because you have encountered this in the past. It has not been good to your family. It has not been good to you. You have experienced injustices with this, and there's a pain around it. When that pain body needs to feed, it's going to feed on that flavor of pain. So it's going to find shows that talk about this. It's going to read articles that just get you livid. I fucking government. I hate this government. Or it's going to find other people. Or you're going to go into a simple exchange with a government agency, such as renewing a license, maybe. And the situation is going to be so hostile, and the person is going to be so mean to you, so that it can trigger that flavor of pain to feed that pain body. That is a simple example, but it happens in much more graphic and disturbing ways. If you have had sexual assault in your life, the pain inside of you will keep attracting either stories or situations that will keep rising the pain, the emotional response that feeds sexual pain. Whatever it was, whether it was theft or it was injustice, it was assault, it was abuse, it was a feeling of feeling trapped, whatever built that pain body inside of you, that pain body is seeking to feed on that flavor. It needs that flavor, and it will direct people into your path to trigger that emotion inside of you. So you might be able to understand, okay, sure, I can see how the pain body can trigger an emotion inside of me, but how is it triggering an emotion inside of other people? Well, on the one hand, it might send you unconsciously to people that you know will give you this kind of flavor, this kind of interaction. Or it will send you there and to any random person, and you will pull that flavor out of them. That's one way. But the pain body inside of you is connected to the same natured pain body inside of another person. And it will wake that random person up and say, drive down this way, turn left, go here. There is a being who matches you. And let's fight. Let's generate this big, giant cloud of just the right kind of emotion. So how is the pain body inside of your energy being connected to the pain body inside of another energy being? First, you have to understand how every single person is connected on an energy level. So I'm going to try to be brief, but there is a video that I did on my channel that explains this a little bit more. It's called Love is the Greatest Force in the Universe. Go have a look at that. But basically, I want to explain this concept to you. So this is you. This is your physical body. Those are the borders of your being, right? But you are connected to Source, right? This is another human being, and this human being is also connected to Source. All human beings are connected to Source. We have a hub that we share. We are all the same consciousness, and on some level, we are all the same energy. Now, this is the physical body. My physical body is not connected to your physical body, but my energy being is. We connect through the energy level. If we bypass consciousness, this being consciousness, this being source, this being love, God, the unity consciousness, there's the energy form that creates us, and there's the physical body that we are. In the energy plane, we are connected. So what happens with pain is a particular type of pain. Let's say this blue pain exists here and exists here and exists here. And this pain starts to connect, and you have a web of the pain body. This is what Eckhart Tolle refers to as the collective pain body. If you want to understand this in greater depth and with greater insight, I recommend you listen to him, or you read The Power of Now. So you have different pain bodies in different people. You might find that you connect with different pain bodies. So I may connect with the collective shared pain body that women share. I may connect with the collective pain body that people of my culture or ethnic background share. I may connect with the pain body that everybody who's been through this type of abuse or this type of injustice feel. So I might have another pain body here that connects with somebody on the other side of the world. It doesn't matter. It's the energy, this thwarted energy that's meant to be divine and beautiful and life-giving, becomes condensed and turns into this nasty, gnarly little pain thing. And it exists throughout everyone, and it connects everyone together to create this monstrously huge thing. If you think about what's going on in the entire world right now, you'll really understand how humanity can spiral, because we are connecting through each other's pain bodies. I don't want to get distracted by that. So you have a pain body inside of your energy being. It is hungry, it is feeding, it is attracting other people. What are you supposed to do about this? The only thing that can bypass this, remember, these are things that exist on the energetic level, connected through the energetic level, and manifesting in the physical level, in the bodies. But what is prior to all of this? What is behind all of this? What is superior to all of this is consciousness. Consciousness is the source of the energy. Consciousness is like when you have two kids fighting and you're like, I'm going to fight, and it can go on forever. But you call mom into the situation and mom's going to deal with it, right? Mom's going to be like, okay, break this up right now, because she has a higher authority, right? Consciousness is the mother of everything, of all energy. It is a source of all energy, including the energy that has become trapped, including the energy that has become thwarted, including the energy that has become pain and has become hungry for pain. Consciousness precedes all of that and is superior to all of that. So what you have to do is you have to go back to the layer of your being that is consciousness, the layer of your being that is spirit. And you have to, from that place, deal with the pain, right? Your emotions cannot fix your pain. Your thoughts cannot fix your pain. Your planning and strategizing and analyzing about your pain is not going to fix your pain either, because that is still feeding energy to your pain. Thoughts are energy. Your pain will get you to identify with it in any way necessary so that you can continue to feed it energy. So even thinking about it, studying it, analyzing it, describing it, talking about it is only going to change its nature slightly, but it will not release the energy that is tied up in there. Only something that is higher in ranking than energy will release energy, and that is the light of consciousness. The light of consciousness is the greatest force in the universe, and it can reclaim its energy by its authority. Use another word, God. If God shows up here today, God can say, hey, stop it, give it back. That's not where that energy is meant to be. Give it back. And the energy, the demon, the whatever, the negative spirit, whatever you want to call it, cannot disobey the instruction of God. So consciousness is the ultimate instruction. You have to dwell in that place in order to release the pain body. So I just want to get a couple more things in without being too long. The collective pain body. The pain body that you share with other people. When I when I don't know if you can see the different colors, but this is blue and this is purple, right? Different pain bodies. When I share a pain body, say the female pain body, sexism, sexual assault, sexual harassments, injustice, hatred of the divine feminine, the fact that women have been treated badly for centuries, whatever. When I feel a single moment of pain that has to do with the female pain body, I feel it inside of my being, and I feel it inside of all the other beings. That's why pain can be so powerful. It can connect you to this massive web of pain. And that's why one moment of getting upset, of hurt, of some guy at the office saying some sexist nonsense is going to piss you off on a level that you did not see coming. And he's going to be like, what's wrong with you? I just made a joke. What you did is you woke a beast. You woke a beast in all of femaleness. You're connected to a collection of different pain bodies. If you belong to a group of people that have gone through trauma, injustices, racism, genocide, you're going to be connected to all of that pain. You're connected to the pain of your ancestors, the pain of the people from your neighborhood, the pain of the people from your economic class, the pain. It exists like a web and you tap into it. Again, look into The Power of Now. It explains it really, really well. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to transmute this through the light of consciousness. It means dwelling in presence. It means dwelling in the state of observer that is divine, in your God state. And the way to do that, there's a few different ways. Video number 3 in my series on the pain body explains this, or again, Eckhart Tolle. But essentially, you have to observe the pain and feel the pain without analyzing it, judging it, hating it, resisting it, fighting it, trying to stop it. How do you attain this consciousness of just simply observing? The breath. Breathe. Breathe through your pain. And here's the thing. Feel the pain. It's not going to hurt. I mean, it kind of will hurt your body, but it's an energy pain. And you're going to feel it in energy. And if you can feel the pain without running from it, without judging it, describing it, without trying to soothe it, without trying to erupt it in an emotion, if you can feel it, it dissolves. Why does it dissolve? You have to look at the other videos because I don't have the time to explain the whole thing, but it dissolves because of the nature of the light that shines upon it. The light of consciousness shines on the darkness, and because of its nature, when light shines in darkness, darkness goes away. When consciousness, pure unformed energy, shines on clotted energy, the clot dissolves and releases, returns back to life-giving energy. That's just the way it works. Trust me on this, or go watch the other videos in this series. So anything that will help to keep you in a state of presence and observing will help you to what Eckhart Tolle calls transmute the energy, the pain. So your pain gets released, it dissolves, it releases energy, and it goes back into divinity. It becomes divine once more, and it clears out of your system. So I know there's something else I wanted to write. So also, your breath is going to help you, no matter how hard it is. If you can remember to breathe, just pay attention to your breathing and focus on your breathing. Your breathing will help you to get the strength to hold a little moment. One tiny moment is all you need. Nobody's saying to feel your pain for hours or days or years. Just one moment of pure, unengaged, detached feeling is what you have to do, what you have to attain. Your breath will help you, and also any tools of presence, such as a beautiful place in nature, will help you to get into presence. A lovely mantra that you can listen to and chant. Also use the help of people who are more accustomed to being in a field of presence, in dwelling in divine consciousness. It could be one of your elders, your spirit teachers, your friends, someone who has made this journey and who's stronger in this ability. Or it can be one of the enlightened masters, the ascended masters that have left us tools through time. There are books that you can read, there are videos that you can listen to their talks, you can listen to their mantras, whatever. Just get them to help you while you're still learning how to do it yourself. I'll give an example. One day recently I was at work and I was having a conversation with someone that I worked with, a very, very young lady. And she was going through an injustice. an injustice that happened to me when I was very, very young. And she's too young to even know it's happening to her. And it triggered something inside of me. And I felt this pain, this ancient pain rising inside of me. It was a pain because of what had happened to me, but it was a pain because of what happens to women. And it was a pain because this particular thing is common in my culture. So it was a cultural pain. It was a gender pain. It was a me pain. It was a 20-year pain, a 40-year pain. It was a huge pain. And I could feel the whole thing erupting inside of me. So step one, I had to notice it. That's the most important thing with triggering, is that you recognize that your state of stillness has been disturbed, and you recognize it as early as possible. And then I decided to breathe. Every time this came up and I started, I should tell her this, I should do this, I can't believe this is happening. Why is the world like this? I never finished the sentence. I never even finished the word that I was thinking. As soon as I saw the thought and I realized that it was a train that was gaining momentum, I dropped the thought, and I dropped it with the strength of a breath. So I took a breath a conscious breath, which means that I was aware, completely aware of the breath. It is not the act of breathing that makes it go away. It is the act of putting all of your awareness on the breath. Don't think about anything else. Think about your breath. Don't feel anything else. Feel your breathing. And that helped to calm the thought. But the pain body was awake and it was hungry. It wanted to keep feeding. So it kept bringing up a thought, hoping I would turn that thought into emotion, and I dropped the thought. Brought up a thought, I dropped it. And I realized that this is a pretty big, pretty deep, unhealed pain inside of me that I still need to deal with. So I realized I need a little bit more help than just me holding presence. So I turned to the masters. I turned to an ancient mantra that was performed by a master in a gathering of people who were holding a large field of consciousness. And I myself have listened to that mantra many, many times. So I have created a field of consciousness and presence with that mantra. This particular mantra puts me into my heart space. It helps me to enter the heart, which means it helps me to leave my mind. I know what mantra this is. I have this in my tool belt. I don't go looking for it when I'm like, I'm so frustrated. What can I do? I already know that if and when I need help, I turn to this or that or that. I can listen to I can listen to any meditation by Mooji because his voice is fantastic and his meditations are very calming. I can listen to any of these 1 or 2 or 3, 4 bhajans here, or I can chant this 1 or 2 mantras here that are very, very calming. I know what tools I need so that when unconsciousness strikes, in a state of unconsciousness, I remember where to turn. So I go and I find help. And listen to this beautiful mantra on loop for maybe half an hour and allow myself to enjoy being in my heart so that I forget to be in my mind, because the mind is where the thoughts are generated and where the emotions are built and where the pain is fed. And after, it did take time and I did need help, but after about half an hour, I was able to come down from this state and my pain body realized that it was not going to feed that day. And the moments of pure presence and pure love and pure consciousness that I felt chipped away at this energy being a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And every time it rises up, it is a little further away from me. I am over here and it is over here. And its voice is a little less booming and a little less loud. And its magnetic pull is a little less strong. In fact, I can see it like all the other pain bodies that I've dealt with doing this work over the years. I can see it kind of going, no, I'm melting. And it knows that it's going away. I know it's going away. So it's happening. The other, and that's just an example of how to do it. The other thing that I wanted to tell you that I think is fantastic is, remember, going back to this concept of the collective pain body, the pain body that exists in womanhood, or the pain body that exists in your race or your culture, your people, your neighborhood, whatever. There is a pain body that is shared by any group of people that share any identity. And that includes your family. A lot of pain comes from your family. Generational trauma. Pain that was passed from your great-grandmother to your grandfather to your mother to you. Pain that goes through all the cousins and all the aunts. Pain that you don't talk about. And pain that everybody else in the family is reveling in because they are unconscious. When I say reveling, I'm not trying to insult your family and say that they like having pain. No, but they are completely overtaken by the pain. They're completely possessed by it because they are unaware. So they're spreading the pain around. They're giving the pain to the newborn generation in your family. They are attacking each other laterally through lateral violence. Brothers and sisters are hating each other. They're self-sabotaging. Everything they do has this aura, this smell of that particular pain that your family carries. And you, as the conscious one, you as the one who's doing the spiritual work, who is returning to consciousness, who is healing this, you are the bringer of light into your family, into your family's pain. And you watching the pain and making it dissolve through the force of consciousness. You are making that pain dissolve inside of your energy being, and you are making the whole web of that pain dissolve inside of everyone else. And this is work that you can do for your family. It's the way you can heal the trauma of your ancestors, and it's the way you can heal the trauma of your descendants. And you can heal your brothers and sisters also. I'm not saying you owe this to them. Do not get distracted in that identity or that burden, but it is a beautiful blessing and a beautiful grace that comes from spiritual work, that if you work on what's happening inside of your being, work on your consciousness, one day you wake up, you look around and you go, oh my God, everybody has improved a bit. I can see there's change there, there's change there, there's change there. They're talking about stuff they never used to talk about. They're behaving in ways they never used to behave. And that's because of the spiritual work that you're doing. You are attacking the pain entity. On a larger scale, you can do this in the entire world. You can fix pain in the world by bringing your light of consciousness into the piece of the pain that dwells inside of your being. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Please have a look at the playlist called The Pain Body. There's a few videos in there. I'm going to put a few more so it explains everything, because I can't put everything in one video. Also, if you want more information, look into Eckhart Tolle and The Power of Now. He explains it really, really well. And if you like this video, please subscribe. I have a whole bunch of other things coming up. I'm going to do a series on how to have relationships, friendships, and intimate relationships where you can work through pain bodies instead of it rising up and causing fights all the time. How can we help each other and hold space for each other so that each other can heal and we can heal the shared space between us? Okay, so look forward to that. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.